Hello and welcome to Nice to Meet You, a place where we want to strengthen our relationships in the industry by highlighting others and what they're doing in business. My name's Denise, and today my guest is Rusty Curtis, owner and founder of DentalCMO and author of the book on dental marketing. Hi, Rusty. How are you?
Hello, Denise. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming in. And as you see, I have your book right here, front and center.
Yeah, there it is. What does it look like?
Let's pull it out so everybody can see.
Nice.
Has been very helpful. I have it marked in several places.
Nice. You know, I would show mine too, but that would be incredibly tacky for me to show off my own book. Oh, look, I've got it right here. So this one right here, you got it. We have the same copy. Look at that.
Hey, there it is. It's been very helpful. I use it all the time. So thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
So let's dive right in. Tell us a little about yourself and your business.
Yeah, you kind of covered that. I'm Rusty Curtis. I'm the founder and president of DentalCMO. We niched exclusively into dentistry in about 2011, and we work with lots of dental clients. So we're in 5 countries. I think we're in all 50 states, but it's a great pleasure for us to work with dentists and to serve them in their marketing needs. Did I cover it all? Is there anything else you want me to?
That's awesome. No, that's awesome. That gives everyone a little preview of who you are and what you do. Tell me this then, what's the philosophy, if you will, of DentalCMO?
So our mission statement is that we believe quality dentistry changes lives, and we get to help in this effort by connecting patients with great dentists. So that's kind of our ethos, our mission. That's how we operate. That's at the top. So there was actually, I told the story many times, but years and years ago, I'll throw out his name, Jeff Gray. We work with Jeff Gray. He's a well-known and liked dentist down in San Diego. And it was his wife, Mary, that told me a story about one of their patients that came into the practice just in tears, thanking the dentist because her husband had gone for years without going to the dentist, and his oral condition had deteriorated to the point where he didn't want to smile anymore. He'd avoid going to events, even to the point where he quit kissing his wife. And so when Dr. Gray was able to, renovate his smile, for lack of a better term, his wife was just in tears, thanking them for giving her husband back. And that was a very poignant story. I mean, we've seen the extreme makeover stuff when people just are happy to see a pretty smile, but the life-changing impact that quality dentistry can have, and it goes beyond aesthetics, but even into the health side too. And that's really where I got it. Like, okay, we're doing more than just making a dental practice look pretty online.
Exactly. And that whole point, I think a lot of offices don't get it, where they need to invest in making their practice show and shine in a way that can bring in people and can help them. I think you really have that dialed in, it seems.
Hopefully. We try it. I mean, we hear those kind of stories. I mean, we can always do better, but yeah, that's what we aim for.
That's a great story. Tell me this then, if there's all these people that are lined up that are doing the same thing, there's a lot of people in the industry that do what you do. Why you? Why would someone pick you? What makes you different? What makes you stand out? If you had to tell me that now and tell the world, what would you say?
Yeah, so I've thought on that topic long enough to give maybe a non-standard answer for that, but the same question goes for, there's thousands of dentists in the country. There's hundreds of dental coaches, right? It's not necessarily that we're better than everybody, because there's lots of good groups out there that design logos, that do websites. I'll be a little biased on videos. I think we're pretty good on the video front. I think we're far out ahead, but on the websites too. But what we've learned is that, we're not a fit for everybody, and not all dentists are a fit for us. But we tend to work with more kind of boutique-y, somewhat high-end practices and the high-end practices that are concerned with making sure that they're being really effective at communicating their brand to their market. So we're not kind of the Valpak approach or the discount approach. That's not really how we operate. And so that's what we find. We get the message of trying to communicate the value of quality dentistry as opposed to who's the cheapest dentist on the street, and then how to present that in a way that resonates with a dentist market. That makes sense? That answer your
That does.
question?
That actually does make sense. And that resonates throughout your book. If I could go back to your book for a minute.
Of course you can.
Yes. In fact, let's pull it up here.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
I have it here. When you were writing this book, what was your main objective? Was it to get that message across, or what do you want people, if they purchase this book on Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Amazon. There you go.
What would you want someone to read this book and say that they really got from it?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know that I can dictate what somebody's going to get out of the book, but the objectives shift early on. So obviously I knew just from a marketing standpoint, I wanted to get a book out there for the authority play and for, being known in the industry for that. But as I started compiling it, so I had a 4-year advertising degree. I've been an entrepreneur for a while, and I've been in sales. So I had the psychology training there. And as I started kind of compiling, what are some marketing tactics to talk about, it just became abundantly clear that would not suffice. And so we added extra sections in there to try to set it up. So the idea there is to sequentially and methodically walk through understanding a patient's psychology, how to segment them, how to speak to different groups, and then in your own practice, the importance of culture and patient experience. All of that is really the foundation of a practice's marketing. Groups like myself, like DentalCMO, what we do is we just help to kind of amplify that message. But if a practice is dialed in, they've got a great patient experience, great culture, they will grow. We just help them do it faster. And so the intent of this book is to, it's not a veiled, I hope you got this, Denise, but it's not intended to be a veiled commercial. It's not intended to be the whole book like, hey, you can't do this if you hire us. I was really trying to avoid anything like that. I was really trying to hand a playbook to a dental practice. I mean, it's spiral. Did you like the spiral bound thing where you can?
I loved it. Yes, I do. Yes.
So it's intended to be a workbook where everything is there. And if a practice, if a dentist, if an office manager or coach looks through that and they realize, you know what, I really think that this is important, and I might as well have a conversation with DentalCMO to see if they should help out the practice. That's great. But I was really trying to give all the value in that so that a practice could legitimately build a complete, exhaustive marketing plan and implement it just with that book.
Right. And you did that. Even as a consultant and a coach, I keep this book. These books are not just here and I don't read them. I have these so I can grab them. And I have little marks in here of things that I've kind of taken and said, hey, that makes sense. And I can kind of take it and not plagiarize you, but, copy genius. And, I've used some of your quotes that are great. And for those of you that don't know, Rusty has a humor that's just really funny that you may not see right away. So you put that humor in this book and I love it. I really do.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So thank you for coming on. That gives a little glimpse of what you do. And I hope that everyone enjoyed it. Thank you, Rusty, for coming on here. I have a soft spot for Rusty. He's been one of my mentors for a couple of years. So, I really appreciate that, the help that he's giving me. So he can help you too. So thank you again. And until next time, make it happen.